I always say, you gotta get it while the getting is good. The pace of today's world is insane. Anything can always happen at any moment. Life is as spontaneous as you let it be, and I'm a pearl in a shell amidst an ocean of unlimited opportunity. The world is my oyster. So here I am in Times Square, New Year's Eve going into 2020, and I'm so excited. All these people are strangers to me. I've only known one way of living my whole life, and that's in the pursuit of freedom, and thus I gravitate towards things that are free. The company of friends and strangers alike never cost me much of anything either. When you pursue freedom and share love with the world shares back.
Cheers to 2020! Good night, Times Square!
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Happy New Year. All right, Happy New Year. See you next year. What's up, my man? That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, let me do. Hi, Mr. Mike. Happy to see you.
Hello, sir. Happy New Year to you. It is a joy to have you here.
Thank you.
We are the United States.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Nice. How about a hug?
I may not know much about infectious disease or global economics, but what I do know and can speak extensively on is the nature of freedom.
I need to step up my game because this code is fucking epic.
It is epic.
It's epic.
That's how I do it.
For my entire adult life, this is all I've ever known.
The question of whether or not this is controllable, I think the honest answer is we don't know if it's controllable yet.
Because it's concentrated in China. But once you start to get other countries in which you have sustained transmissibility, then you really have the makings of a pandemic. Pan meaning wide, it's widely distributed.
We're deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity and by the alarming levels of inaction.
This was the actual swab that was being used to fit up that double-barrel shotgun that you have mounted on the front of your pretty face.
Let's look at the data showing daily new cases from the beginning of the outbreak in the US. After rising steadily to begin with, the curve flattens from the end of April to mid-June, but as the lockdown restrictions ease, new infections have shot up.
Those fires have burned more than 350,000 acres across 5 counties since starting a week ago. More than 900 buildings have been destroyed. Even bigger than that is the SCU Lightning Complex, which is the largest wildfire in California right now.
CBS News special report. I'm Nora O'Donnell in Washington. We are coming on the air at this hour because CBS News has confirmed that Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has died at the age of 87.
Yes, I love when nature finds where I'm at. On a couch during an interview.
At some point, I had to say, enough is enough. So I decided to do something about it and got to planning through a specific process I like to call time compression. It's practiced through focus, time in nature, hard work, and slow breathing. By fusing these elements, distractions begin to disappear and waste becomes less. In an elevated state of connection to the world around you, 1 minute can feel like an eternity. That's how you become timeless and eternal. What should otherwise take years can happen in a matter of just days. Before we get to the 1010 documentary, I submit to you a short film about the creative process. Prior to this week, not a single note or lyric you're about to hear had been written. All performances needed to be choreographed. I had no lighting or power distribution plan. I just planned on lighting fires for free and inviting artists to meet and work together. So without any further ado, I feel like we're hiding right now. Yeah. And it's good. And trust me, there's people looking for us. They're like, where are they?
Yeah,
Where's she? What's going on? You know, it's like we're hiding out.
Yeah.
I wonder how long. I wonder how much time could go by before people would find us.
That's a good question. I do not know. I do not know.
There's no way to know, and obviously we can't do that.
Right.
You know, you can't
can try.
You can't play hide and seek and not tell people you're hiding from them. You know. If you want to get things done, you need to be whatever you have to be at that time. I am whatever is required of me. The opportunity to capture the rawness of people and their basic humanity right now is so rare and unprecedented, it's compelling. It reminds me of how I feel if I haven't played the piano in a few months or left the country in a few years. In the case of 2020, I know of people who haven't left their homes in nearly a year. I love David so much. I've known him since he was a young child, as his mom recognized his prodigy and brought him to me for music training. Now, I admire him, as he's taken his skills to places I never could have guided him to. I'm so proud of you, David. Sometimes I tell him he plays too many notes, but that's just because I have a hard time keeping up. So 2 days ago, I met this girl, Melina. She had never wrote or sung an original song in her life to this point, and I'm going to put her on the main stage in just 4 days. Fortunately, she's trusted me and the things I told her about the creative process. I told her others would be joining us along the way in support, with open minds and hearts, so away we went. At first sight, I knew she embodied the essence of innocence and purity. I was looking for a girl with a dream to sing. Here she is. Hope, unity, and resilience. This is America. And here comes the cavalry. One of the individual artist's most essential responsibilities is to guard the spark. That point of inception and total clarity of what it is you are meant to create. Tonight's fire is going to be a little bit bigger than last night's fire. Last night was just a little stick fire, you know? Tonight's going to be awesome.
I'm setting up a board. We're about to record the jazz quartet. So, drums, bass, keys, sax. I think that's what it is.
Dave. Hello, hello.
What do you think, sir?
do you? How do you? Doing all right, man. Good to see you. Drop your phone. I don't know if you noticed. Leaving me hanging.
All right, where do you want me? Huh? I just need flat ground. Right by the wood pit. Hello, spider. These aren't cores.
The creative process is a living entity, a life force like all other elements in nature. It does not know or see color or race in people. Human beings, of course, we do see color and race. We're human beings with eyes to see and help us identify and acknowledge things like culture, danger, beauty, and attraction. When people say, "I don't see color," it immediately allows me to understand one thing above all about that person: that they are either blind or that they are a liar. And with that distinction, who gives a shit what color their skin is? What else don't you see? Fire? It'd be like, "Dude, you need to evacuate this area right now. It's on fire." Nah, I don't see fire. It just looks like everything else to me. Come on. And it's not like you need to fear fire, but you sure as hell better acknowledge it. My costume, as you'll see on the 10th, is fire. And I know it well. People's capacities are not unlimited. Professions like teachers and nurses before 2020 were already being stretched to their limits. It's a multitask world we live in. Performers and artists, though, who usually find themselves in great need of support to begin with, have simply become footnotes. We're non-essential. That is, until we're not there for extended amounts of time, then all of a sudden, the world feels like a barren landscape of sterility.
Sorry, Amy. Well, let's see if that did anything. Hello. I can't hear you. I think this is a butt dial. Okay. It's all fucked up. That's why I'm asking. Oh, okay. Yeah, it sucks. It's like gonna break. So. Yeah, that's okay. It'll be fine. Yeah. So Anthony, you're gonna be right there on that log. Okay.
Matt, you need to get much closer to the fire, like considerably closer, right next to the log. Okay?
Bass solo.
Lay your burden down, lay it down on me. Let your heart be light, set your spirit free. And when the darkness comes to take your light, lay your burden down, it'll be alright.
I've known Matt about half my life. I'll call him on a Monday and be like, you ever listen to Dark Side of the Moon? And he'll be like, nah, never really got into Pink Floyd. And I say, well, we're performing it live this Friday, so take a listen. And then we just go do it. Matt wrote this song earlier that day, and it's everyone's first time hearing it.
Try it again. Lay your burden down, lay it down on me. Let your heart be light, set spirit free. And when the darkness comes to take your light, lay your burden down, it'll be alright.
What a beautiful message, Matt. So what do you have to say? Yeah, you, watching. What's the most important thing you wish to convey to the world? Write that thing down and say it out loud every day to everyone you know, or just to yourself while lying quietly in bed, and that thing will be real.
Burden down, lay it down on me. Let your heart be light, set spirit free. And when the darkness comes to take your life, lay your burden down, it'll be alright.
When you keep secrets, pain, dreams, and wishes alike inside your mind, it's one of the most selfish things you can ever do. Don't be selfish. Every single tiny little scrap surrounding a fire wants to be consumed by the fire. So do your part and throw it in. Empty your pockets into the fire. You got more to lose if you don't than if you do. Okay, so this is where I've been living the past 5 years. In a huge mansion with 1,000 feet of private shoreline on 14 acres within 5 miles of a major downtown metropolis. It's affectionately called Catewood, and it costs me next to nothing. No, it's not family money or money at all. It's the development of a relationship I cultivated with a good man. I travel about 2 to 3 months per year gathering spiritual energy, mostly in the US, because it's free to move around and I can fit in anywhere at any time. And not just anywhere in the US, but all the best places, spending time seeking the best people and the best that this country has to offer. About 10 years of my life has been spent solo traveling, learning how to coexist with all the elements of this earth and everything on it, both good and bad. My favorite element is fire. Once again, free, anywhere, anytime.
Share all the love with your sister and your brother. Love, respect, and peace for one another. It's the only way we'll survive in this world together. Come on now, people, get it 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 together.
Dreadlock Dave is someone I've been meaning to work with for a long time now. We're friends, and he's here as a musical anchor. When I got him involved just 2 days prior to this, I asked him, what song in your vast arsenal of original music can you bring to the table that aligns with the message of how crazy 2020 has been so far? And here you have it. A first-time impromptu jam of that song, mixed in with a dance rehearsal. It's the day before the big day, and we're getting it together.
That's how you get things done. That's how you inspire things. Like just share the love. That's it. You just share the beauty. And then it just, this is one of those times of life right now. This is one of those times of life. Everybody involved in this project, their lives are about to change in some way as a direct result of what's going to happen in the next couple days.
Anthony's New Year's resolution was to write his first song. Once he said it out loud, it began to become real. Here's our first time hearing it.
We've already put it on 10. We need David on 10. Now this is a fast rap that I just made up. I just made this up at 4:30 last night, so if I trip over my tongue, you'll forgive me. All right?
We will.
I will. That's okay. Yesterday afternoon, when it occurred to me I'd like to be hand in hand with you. Everybody needs a reason to believe in themselves, and everybody needs a little motivational help. Sometimes life is only what you make it. Won't you let me hear you say it? Only love will make it true. All those things that I need to do to keep pushing on through.
So I'm telling the story of everyone else's story. My role, as you'll clearly see on the 10th, is to set the stage, create the space, lace it with love, and lead the parade. People say Anthony looks like every member of the Rolling Stones combined into one. The people I've chosen to surround myself with are musically influenced by the likes of the Grateful Dead, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, funk, gospel, and jazz. I dare anyone to live truly free. Life is a precious and fleeting gift. Know it, own it, and shake off the doubt which holds you and the rest of us back from creating a world we all want to live in, where we can all thrive and all of our dreams can come alive.
Yesterday afternoon when it occurred to me I'd like to be hand in hand with everybody needs a reason to believe in themselves and everybody needs a little motivational help. Sometimes life is only what you make it. So won't you let me hear you say it? Only love will make it true. Only love will make it true. Only love will make me want to do all those things that I need to do. Keep pushing on through.
Love always finds a way, even when it seems like it doesn't. It just might take a little longer than we want.
Very nice. I'm okay with it. That's all.
And then sure as the sun rises came the moment of truth, the day of. No actors, no script, just life in the moment. This is what it's like being an artist, doing what you gotta do. Nobody telling you where, when, or how. Nobody out here carrying around my gear. No permission and no regrets. Nobody told me to make a movie, and I don't even know if anybody's gonna watch it. But that's not why you do it. Being an artist is a lifestyle, and it can be hard work, but it doesn't have to feel like work. Trust me, this was hard to pull off, but I wouldn't change a thing. Welcome to 10-10-2020.
I can't see, I told you. I never can. I promise you. If you listen to me, you have to listen to me.
Get over here!
I can't see.
Ben!
Do it. No, I'm not.
Yes.
Can you get Mega Keys?
Yeah, I told him Halloween costumes. We're gonna do the matching like black and white checkered, and if he doesn't have a costume, I need to.
Soft music going, and then once the costume parade gets back, then it's just you. 45 minutes of whatever you feel like playing.
Like a real camera or a phone camera?
It was like a, I don't know, like what's it called, the DSLR, Nikon.
Yeah, I have a little bit of steam on it. And then
I love it. The ring, is that what you were saying?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I love the ring.
I'm excited to see the performers.
Yeah,
No.
it's super exciting. The stations are, it's super exciting.
And this is like her, what, second Halloween party?
Yeah.
In your life?
Ever. I'm not a Halloween person.
I love Halloween.
Well, I think it was this little flexibility.
Like the, I don't know what to call that, prosthetic? The scars and the, yes. So, where's your mom? Yeah. I have no idea.
5 minutes till the parade begins.
Please, I'm putting this right.
You looked at it?
But apparently there's like Mike said there's a parade happening in a minute.
Come on, Kevin.
Hey, welcome to the parade.
Well, my favorite part of the event so far is getting to enjoy the outdoors on a beautiful day. A lot of interesting costumes. Obviously as an artistic person, Halloween is the most fun event of the year. Getting to express your creativity. And then the performance art aspect. I mean, we've got painters, we've got fire people, we've got musicians. It's everything all in one spot.
Mother Nature, you are a blessing unto us all. Smiles in the rain and fires in the darkness. Pervade my eyes. Haunt me in my dreams, O goddess of eternal love, space, and time. I am yours, and you are mine.
You're gonna hear me say this a bunch tonight. 2 minutes till rolling. Masks on. Wow. Masks on, drinks down, phones off.
Ready? How's everybody doing? Alright, let's call a lot of beautiful people.
Ready to go on the costume parade. This is a fucking costume parade, isn't it? All right, check this out. This away.
I think everyone basically doesn't know each other. We're all fucking new people, and we're just going on the strength of like, yo, I like your costume, so like, and trying to build off of that. Like, so everyone is on the same level to where like we don't know who anyone is. And we could just build off of that.
Low-key, I feel like Great Gatsby vibes. Yeah. But like we don't have to get all dressed up. We can actually look like whoever we want to look like.
It feels like it's almost like as if like COVID never happened. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone's having a good time, chilling, kicking it, and building as if like there's no pandemic happening.
Yeah, right. For sure.
We're a COVID couple.
Yeah, we started dating right before COVID.
There you go. And we're getting married.
Oh my God, that's right.
Congratulations.
A COVID couple? I introduced them years ago. They split, and then really fell in love the second time around. And now I'm about to marry them. You see, there is such a thing as second chances when it comes to love.
From this moment on, it is up to you, my friend. And it is up to you, my dear friend. And it is up to all of you. How you treat each other every single breath you take affects every other breath you take from that moment after. You are amazing, both of you. Everything you do is worth the world, and you make a difference. Do you have anything you'd like to say to each other?
I just want to say I love you, Joe.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to Jillian?
It's gonna be a great life.
You may kiss the bride. That's
By the power of documentation.
Woo! We have one more thing. It's a secret.
We're having a baby!
So this was stop number 2 on what was supposed to be a mobile jazz band, recurring 7 times throughout the night. Like, pack up all their gear, set it all back up, and reappear like magic as the parade would pass by. This element had to be sacrificed after this, though, due to Mother Nature's gift of sparkling rain, which was a worthy trade. Thank you again, Mother Nature. Sorry, jazz band.
It's a pretty different experience. I mean, all these eccentric people coming together, dressed up in crazy costumes, watching all these performances. Each performance is so unique. Everyone's got something different to offer. There's live musicians, the wedding, the acrobats, fire spinners. Yeah, there's everything.
Sometimes my work as an artist and collaborator is hard to understand. It involves inspiring and motivating groups of people to mobilize their efforts into greater collective goals. Those in the shadows are often me, the unaccounted for, the strugglers, and the keepers of the pockets full of dreams. This is a live movie. One take.
10 seconds, 5 seconds, action.
I would say so.
Bonding with individuals in need of love and hope infuses yourself with the same. Something as simple as holding someone's hand and staring directly into their eyes can make such a difference. Whenever you step up and pitch in, even the simplest of actions can have ripple effects through your entire life and the lives of others. It's always easier to walk away and turn a blind eye than to hold someone up in need. But stopping to give your time to anyone in need can not only help that person, but also offer back the elusive gift of the embodiment of selfless love. It is only by helping others that we truly learn how to help ourselves. This has a special name, known as the Golden Rule.
COVID has affected my life in that it is keeping me from visiting my wife's daughter in Australia, and I have missed out on emceeing one Air Force promotion ceremony and narrating 3 retirement ceremonies. I realize other people are having trouble putting food on the table and losing jobs and things, but that's how it's affected me, lack of travel.
COVID has killed my career basically. I've been a full-time musician for 30 years, and it's put the kibosh on just about all my gigs, my teaching, sessions, and everything. So it's been a real hardship.
COVID has affected my life in so many ways. I feel very grateful that it hasn't affected me as badly as it has some. But I do have a house cleaning business called Environments here in Cleveland, and so during quarantine when things were shutting down, even though we were considered an essential business, a lot of people didn't want us to come over to their house to clean. So it affected my business. I lost my staff. So I'm rebuilding from that right now.
Man, it's been a whirlwind. So I play in a band in Pittsburgh, so we've been basically shut down. We used to do weekly bluegrass jams at the Park House every Wednesday night. This would have been our 10th year of doing it, 10 years in a row, every Wednesday night. And we basically got shut down at the beginning of the year and haven't done one since. Only played, practiced a little bit, but I've been working 100% remote. I've been living in Ohio now. I gave up my apartment in Pittsburgh because my job is basically 100% remote. The band is kaput at this point. So we're hoping by spring or something next year we'll be able to get started again.
So as a college student, everything's online, we just moved on campus about less than a month ago.
Yeah.
So it's really affecting how my normal college experience is. Trying to find friends and trying to be able to study online is a lot more difficult. And I'm finding I'm having to change my life in different ways than I was expecting to.
I mean, he also does cheer in college. We both do partner acrobatics, cheer making. So COVID is literally it put everything to a standstill.
I mean, it's definitely put a damper on things because I originally had a job lined up for the summer, and that COVID ended up canceling that job. So I really didn't have a direction in my life. I really wasn't sure where it was going for the most part. But eventually I found a job and I found a way to get it going. But in the meantime, during quarantine, life just kind of moves pretty slow. It's kind of boring, and so a lot of the times I was I wish I could do something, but I knew I can't because it's responsible to stay in, be safe, quarantine yourself. So it's definitely put a damper on my life, but I found ways to enjoy myself and to really get out there, put myself out there and just kind of enjoy life as safely and socially distanced as possible.
It's affected my life by having my travels at home. This year was going to be my time to shine, to travel, do what I need to do, but it gave me perspective to even slow down more and just live every moment to your best.
COVID has affected me. Number one, I have a business, so I had to shut down, so it's affected me financially. It has affected me mentally, obviously, because of not being able to have a quality of life. It has affected me being in a country that I don't know what the truth is, and I'm trying to decipher through information I receive to understand and make my own decision of what I think is truthful, what's factual, and what is something that has a hidden agenda. So that's been very confusing to me.
I think it was a Sunday, maybe the 14th, 15th, 13th, of whatever month that happened.
Sure.
I went to work, I worked at 2 breweries, and it was, I mean, I went in and it was adjusted and everything was like supposed to be safe and practical and all that, and then we were watching the news and I will say it was kind of somber because it was pretty dead. No one wanted to go out at that point. And then we saw that everything was shut down, so getting that shutdown point, I don't know if anyone works in the restaurant industry, but I'm a bartender. And that we have a saying where we say when you're out of something, you're 86th. It's 86th. So when we got shut down, it sucked. And my manager on duty that night, she said, poured us up a shot of Jaeger. Well, I got a shot of Jaeger. I don't know what anyone else got. I did Jaeger. Makers, if you watching, you my shit still, you my jam. Anyways, so we 86'd the brewery. We 86'd the employees. We went home, and it was a long night of drinking.
It's been a change. Usually we're going all the time with like gigs and just trying to keep track of what we're doing and the next thing, and now it's like we've had more time to like connect with more people and just like reassess what you really want and what's more important in life. We shut down the performing when COVID first hits. Our busy season starts in March. And then we just concentrated on donating and sewing masks for every which way we could possibly do, because that's where people needed us. We still need to bring the smiles. We still need to bring people to be happy and healthy for next year.
So I'm mainly a full-time choreographer. So with this whole pandemic, it's like people are kind of forced to prioritize, you know, where they invest their time and their money and what they feel is safe and what's not safe. So outside of, you know, being able to adapt and do online classes with the studio, a lot of people are looking to book performances and things like that because there's either regulations that we can't do that now, or there is not as much of a demand because people aren't prioritizing their money and their time that way. So it's been really difficult to make like a steady income being an entertainer this year. But I will say that especially the beginning of the pandemic, it really showed me how fast the world was moving. And when it completely stopped, it really showed you like that we needed to kind of take a break for a minute. And like a brief minute, like it was a lot longer of a minute than I wished it was. But it made me realize like that we were kind of working ourselves to death, and you know, we needed to find like a happy medium.
It had a big impact on me. I started like with a full-time job, but then I ended up getting laid off, and I was going to do like stuff that I do here, like finally, like I was working towards doing projections and stuff like that, and I was like finally getting a career job where I can just focus on doing that. Because before then it was like just a balancing act of like doing like a part-time job to pay the bills and then freelance to fill in the rest of the time. But all this is just like snowballed, and then like I was able to like build up some like substantial success, I guess, with it. Just it turned into quite so much ever since starting out as a hobby, and so I've just been trying to spend this time getting better at that. Just trying to use this time wisely instead of just like waiting for something to open back up to me. It's like, well, I could just like sit here and pout the whole time, or I can like use this time to like actually get to work and like learn things that I've been trying to pick up for like years now, but I never really had the time to do it for because I was busy with all the other stuff.
Hectic. It's hard to find materials. I'm a contractor, so material sourcing has gotten difficult. But other than that, I've been busier than ever. Everyone sits at home and they want something done. They want to make their house beautiful, so yep.
So I own a Coal Cleveland. It's a pole fitness studio in downtown Cleveland, and we had to close for 2 months, so that really sucked. I had to stay at home and teach virtual classes, which wasn't the same, and like teaching is the thing that keeps me balanced. So the fact that I couldn't see any of my students except through a computer screen was like a major bummer, but besides that, like, it's mostly the transition between like, it feels like a big world tonal shift, you know what I mean? Like suddenly the world feels so like uncertain and everyone's futures are like up in the air. So I've had to deal with a lot of like mental health problems, just like I feel like everyone has. So, but besides that, my studio was pretty affected. But I mean, we rebounded and we're doing really well now, so I'm hoping like that momentum keeps going.
In life, there's a beginning and an end, very much like this string. A beginning and an end. But it's not about the beginning or the end, it's about what happens in the middle and how we live our life. See, this year may have looked a little different. Maybe it was harder to be with friends and family. Maybe work looked a little different. There were good times, there were bad times. And when all these things come together, you see, that's not the magic part. The magic part is when all these things come together, it becomes hard to manage by ourselves. We have to stick together. See, that's the magic part. Because you're not in it alone. In fact, we're all in this together.
And together we march on, hopefully learning along the way a thing or two about how to transcend time and manifest something called enlightenment. Because in a timeless space and dimension, manifestation of who you are meant to become happens fast. When we find that space in between thought and time, we can fill it with powerful intention, which leads to the realization of the reality of your will.
This was never a party. It was always a movie. But I couldn't tell anyone that. It was a trick. Shh.
So I started doing magic when I was just 7 years old. Excuse me real quick, thank you so much. I got a magic kit when I was just 7 years old. It was a little box about this big. Had a deck of cards, magical on top hat, nothing too crazy. And then over the years, my magic grew and grew, and I performed all over the country, big stage illusion shows where I saw my sisters in half, make them float and make them disappear. Hey, real quick, guys, before we get the show going, see, magic, it takes a lot of imagination. Do you guys have a lot of imagination? Let me hear you say yeah. For the next little bit of time that we're together, I ask you guys for a favor. We're going to forget about how people and things interact, and we're going to suspend reality. Can you guys do that for me? Wonderful, wonderful. We're going to get started with a little game of Pictionary. Do you guys know what Pictionary is? Right? It's where I draw something, you guys guess what it is. We're going to start off easy. Here we go. I'm not much of an artist.
Testicle. Vin Diesel.
Oh, I think I heard it out there.
A bowling ball.
A bowling ball. There you go. You won. Congratulations. You get, I don't know. A bowling ball. I told you. I told you I'm not much of an artist. I do apologize. See, magicians, we play this a little differently, though. Check it out. I'll clap for myself. That's okay, too. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. I need a calculator, and I need some help from the audience. Hi, ma'am, I think I have the light, don't I? Ma'am, what's your name? What was that? Nice and loud? Carrie? Carrie, I'm going to grab my calculator. Carrie, I want you to name a two-digit number that is significant to you. 57. 57 times. Let's go. Hi, ma'am, what's your name? Sam. Sam, name a two-digit number significant to you.
12.
12 times. Let's multiply it. Sure. 7 times. Excellent. Sir. 13. 13 times. I got it. I need. Let's go 2 more. Yes, in the mask there. Actually, we're all wearing masks, huh? 11
11. Excellent. Times. Let's go one more. 22 times 22. Perfect. Equals. I got a really long number. Hi. Can you step right over here? What was your name again? Carrie. Carrie, can you hold this? Can you hold my phone? Don't hit clear yet. Got it? Part of the costume. Carrie, I want you to... Carrie, read that number nice and loud so everyone can hear it. Everyone nice and quiet so Carrie can hear it. Wait, one number at a time. 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 8, 4, 6. Thank you, Carrie. Let's give Carrie a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Carrie, you can head back to your seat in the audience or stand. Perfect, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, so what we did, we took significant numbers from about 6 of us. We multiplied them together to get this crazy long number. This 101020846. Is this significant to anyone in the audience? No, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, it is significant to all of us. You see, magic is all about creating moments together. Like when I cracked that egg, that was a moment that we shared together. And if we look at this number a little carefully, 10, what month is it? October, that's 10th. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 10th. The year is 20, and if you look at your phones or watches right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is 8:46. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Did you guys have a good time? My name's David Anthony. Have a great rest of the night, guys. Take care. Thank you.
Good job, my sir. My sir. 846.
You don't accept that. You embrace it.
It's made us adjust more and kind of act more on a survival type mode.
Tried to make the most of it, you know, just try to look at silver linings, restructure my life a little bit.
I have more time to do my creative pursuits. I'm not so enmeshed in the day-to-day.
Adapting to your surroundings, no matter what they are, and making the best out of that situation.
Correct.
And I think I made the best.
I feel like we have to think about like what actually really matters. I think everyone had a reevaluation of things as far as like family, friends, like work. So I mean, for me, it's like I quit my whole job because like I don't want to work for someone for the rest of my life. So, and we don't know tomorrow's not promised today. So I might as well go full force into myself.
Mayhem.
Here's a quote from the movie Inception. An idea is like a virus, resilient and highly contagious. Even the smallest seed can grow to define or destroy you. When you're in the flow, not even the rain can catch you when you fall. But with even a hint of doubt, it can grow to infect you from the inside out. Think zombies. Sometimes it can feel like you have no control over your freedom, like something has invaded you. Be it a war, oppression, or a virus. In those times, you find little choice but to relinquish your power. For once it's upon you, you become a puppet, enslaved by circumstance.
Identify.
USR Demolition Robot Series 9-4.
A virus depends on the organisms they infect for their survival. They die just like everything else. They're not actually living until they find something to hijack. They don't breathe or eat or grow, only infect and kill. They are incapable of reproducing on their own. The host must obey.
I think, you can perceive, any situation as being either good or bad, and the way I try to approach it is in a positive light. Has some bad things happened, yes, but I think overall, it's been great. It's been good for me at least. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So I kind of feel bad saying it, but it's been really awesome for me too, because I started my own business right before the pandemic hit, and then I completely turned it all virtual, and now I have clients all over the world. So it worked out for me, but I feel bad for everyone else.
So it's all good things.
I don't like wearing the mask. I'm not a fan at all.
I don't care.
Okay, so I've had COVID. I was number 11 in Medina County. So we were in March where we had it. So we were locked down before everybody else was locked down. But okay, so we get out of it and then all the restaurants shut down. So we went from quarantine to quarantine to quarantine. Honestly, for me, I've spent so much more time with my kids and like at home and doing house projects and stuff, it hasn't been terrible. And I've been working remote, which is nice, but I miss this kind of stuff.
Again, this is a live movie. I announced leading into this station that anybody that had a skill, big or small, bring it to the table. Life is like a movie on fire. And try to stop fire with fear, and you'll be reduced to ashes. It's always been the same plague. You'd think we would have figured it out by now.
We're doing real good on time, don't you think?
Quiet! Quiet on set!
The first step to solving any problem is recognizing there is one and approaching it with humility. Yet we beat our heads against the wall over and over, imposing our will upon others, ignoring blindly the unlimited potential of true equality and the notion of one world. Eradication should be a very familiar word and welcome to humanity by now. We've cured many deadly viruses throughout history, but we just can't seem to collectively find a cure for the worst one. Racism. Racism is like an ongoing civil war that has to rip people apart before uniting them. Epic clashes occur between the infected cells until one of the 380 trillion molecules figures it out and heals the body. Sometimes a virus comes along that spreads so fast, beyond a cure, and that should be a death marked at least in part by failure to react, malicious neglect, and active carelessness. Looking back now on this moment, as a poet would say, "You're beautiful, Nat."
one of the performers here tonight having a demonic barker, kind of circus freak act. But after I caught it, I felt kind of weary. I'm like, I don't know if I feel comfortable having a troupe of 6 to 9 performers under me at a public event. Like, you're always willing to sacrifice yourself, but other people, it's always a bit sketchy.
Not getting to see my friends as much was tough. But I think it ultimately taught me to value the relationships and friendships I have a lot more.
It did. Everything started to shut down. The universe was like, no, Lola, get back into hibernation, hide yourself from the world. And I got really dark for a while. Honestly, I was seriously depressed for at least, thankfully only 2 weeks. And then I tried to make the most of it, just try to look at silver linings, restructure my life a little bit. And I got to spend a lot of time with my sister who lives with me. And my boyfriend came over a lot. So, it was just, I tried to look for the silver linings. But honestly, it sucks. It impacted my life. I want to be out doing fun things, and I'm just ready for it to be over.
Kind of a rude awakening.
It kind of give you a moment to step back and realize what's going on around you. You know what I mean? Like not only just business or work, but just like family, health, friends, your mental state. You know what I mean? So you just become more conscious about what's going on around you. You know what I mean?
Our friend invited us. To be fair, we were very nervous because we've been isolated. And so this was our biggest step out, and we knew coming here that if it didn't feel comfortable, we would just dip and leave. But it's actually it's all just very distant and comfortable, so we're very grateful for that.
Put together very well. It's been put together very well.
We'll play by the rules, fine. But I think we all see behind the mask.
You're gonna have to yell even louder. Come on, guys.
Currently, the entertainment world seems like it's dreaming of a return to glory like we all once knew it. Some even took it for granted. The big dreamers dreamt of selling out a world tour. Now we just want to take the stage anywhere. This entire event is more of a hybrid, a reimagination of what can be now. The future may end up looking a lot like the past, who knows? But this is right now, where the past and the future both hold their breath and marvel in envy. It is only once, and it is forever.
and look like Hulkamania is getting powerful, sexy, by the hour.
Is when two universes collide. Like these two guys right here.
Oh, the two universes collide. The superpowers, they cannot be separated.
I can't shake hands. Social distance.
It's not only because of the coronavirus, but it's because we don't want these powers to come together even more and have the most explosive.
Hang out with your brothers and stay safe.
Hey, you know what? Not only hang out with your
Oh,
brothers,
yeah.
but there are three things in the world. One, the Lord Almighty. He created all of this. Two, take your vitamins. Three, you haven't seen these 24-inch pythons, this 34-inch neck, and this 64-inch chest. Come into your house until you see Hulkamania!
Yeah.
Every day of our lives, we try not to die. Life is dangerous, and we are fragile. Be careful.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know who we are 16-time Guinness World Record holders, 3-time Emmy Award winning. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Ohio.
I've known about viruses my entire life. From pneumonia to chickenpox to debilitating flus, you name it. If a virus thinks it can get the best of me, bring it on. Because if it can beat my mind, then so be it. I lose. But there is one virus which I and all of us should be very conscious of. It's not contracted by hugging people and cannot be killed by hand sanitizer. Every protective face mask in the world used at once can't begin to stop the spread. As a matter of fact, it encourages it. Not 1,000,000 miles nor 1,000,000,000 years of social distancing could affect its contagious hijacking of our senses. Its life force relies primarily on the notion of ignorance. It's fueled by inferiority, deception, arrogance, and greed. That virus is fear. I guess sometimes it takes shutting down the world to realize it was open all along. But when someone else tells you what you can or can't do, that's kind of like slavery. Here's a symbolic act. Fear is very real. It's a core trait of humanity and must be observed and factored into everything we do. But it doesn't have to be a limiting factor to our decisions and actions. Actually, stepping into fear and embracing it is one of the most emboldening things we can do. Acknowledge it, own it, and then ride it like the lightning rides the sky.
persevere and create no matter what the circumstances. So here we are.
Keep doing you, you know?
Yes.
Just the incredible view and vibe that's here with all these crazy costume characters and just the whole thing, man.
I guess like continue to support performance artists.
He needs togetherness, and to be a pioneer in this current social climate of separation, it's good to get everyone together safely with the masks in the spirit of performing. And this is what it's all about, supporting the performers.
Yeah, I love I'm a big fan of the improvisational jam band situation, and there's some good people up there right now. They're rolling out some awesome grooves.
You know, the Ohio Burn Unit has over 50 members in it, and with COVID happening this year, we didn't get to see anybody, and you know, it's like our second family. You know, we really missed each other, so not only did this give us an opportunity to express ourselves artistically, but it gave us the opportunity to all come together as a family again. I haven't seen any of these people in almost a year, so I really love this.
This event, and a big shout out to the team that's come together to put this wonderful, wonderful event together.
And bringing together all these awesome performers. I mean, this is awesome.
Being in 2020, being safe, being social distance, everyone's wearing a mask. It's been great.
I mean, just wake up like you want to live and how you want to breathe. So it's just like, take every step to the best ability of your life.
My shout out goes to our cops here, who have been not only genuinely super nice, respectful, and just overall, I think awesome.
Cool.
They've taken care of everyone. So,
And
yeah.
the food guys.
Oh yeah, the food guys took care of the most.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, party's
That's some
tight.
bomb diggity stuff
I like
there.
it. I'm having a good time.
You know, like, this is really nice. I really like it. It's very comfortable because it's like, it's not too, I don't know how to say it. It's not like a bunch of stuffy people, you know? It's like people you can relate to, and it's like you just get to have a good time with everybody.
Right, for sure. It's a bunch of creatives.
Yes.
If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby.
Have fun, people. Get out and have fun.
And vote.
And vote. Vote.
So here we are at the end of the costume parade, right back where it all started with the music. I think the thing people miss most from entertainers is being captivated. Often in life, we performers are emotionally starved ourselves. Here, we got to be emotional radiance. Remember us, for we are the voices of your imagination. This film is a message of love and support moving forward into the unknowns of this world. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do anything, ever. All we really own is our own time and space and body. Take the lead role in your own life, carve your own paths, and dance to the beat of your own drum. Take risks and own them. Change is an inevitable universal constant, and amidst it, we must always be ready to evolve. Greed, fear, COVID, ideas, racism, it's all contagious. We just need to respect our space, both inside and out, and make conscious decisions to take precautions to spread less fear and hate and exude more peace and love. A 7-year-old once said, "If you want to love better, you should start with a friend that you hate."
Key of D, DCG, only love. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, ready, go.
I was walking down the avenue yesterday afternoon when it occurred to me I'd like to be hand in hand with you. Everybody needs a reason to believe in themselves, and everybody needs a little motivational help. Sometimes life is only what you make it. Maybe you should want to say it.
Dying 'cause people are killing each other. Ain't no sense in that kind of behavior. Live for love and love for life forever. Come on now, people, get it together. Come on now, people, get it together. Come on now, people, get it together.
All right, yeah. Yeah, thank you.
We've got to trust in each other.
But we can fix that.
Be better friends. Let help begin.
Let's try that again.
Because it's just too damn
Maniacs will rule this macho man who has no idea.
Two universes colliding right here. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Lay your burden down. Lay it down on me. Let your heart be light. Set your spirit free. And when the darkness comes to take your light, lay your burden down. It'll be alright.
It's on you.
Lay your burden down. Lay it down on me. Let your heart be light. Let your spirits free. When the darkness comes to take your light, lay your burden down. It'll be alright.
That's a wrap.
Believe me, I can say a lot of things. It's been a long week. They're called the bonfire sessions. We've been assembling everybody you see. This morning, random members of the people that are next to you, including Bumblebee and lots of people, were crying because what we're doing is speaking on behalf of the performance industry. So the world understands that we are smart, we are safe, we are tired, we are crazy, we are resilient, we will be heard, we will be seen, we will be felt.
We are felt.
I step back as far as I can humanly step back to share something with you that I randomly discovered over the past 24 hours, and it affected my heart so deeply that I have to share it with everybody here right now.
The day Martin Luther King was shot and murdered in cold blood, Bobby Kennedy stood on the back of a pickup truck and gave the following impromptu speech. 62 days later, he was also shot and killed.
In this difficult day, in this difficult time for the United States, it's perhaps well to ask what kind of a nation we are and what direction we want to move in. Or we can make an effort, as Martin Luther King did, to understand and to comprehend and replace that violence, that stain of bloodshed that is spread across our land with an effort to understand, compassion, and love. My favorite poem, my favorite poet was Coalesce. He once wrote, "Even in our sleep, pain which cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart, until in our own despair, against our will, comes wisdom through the awful grace of God." What we need in the United States is not division. What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence and lawlessness, but is love and wisdom and compassion toward one another, feeling of justice toward those who still suffer within our country, whether they be white or whether they be black. We can do well in this country. We will have difficult times. We've had difficult times in the past, but we will have difficult times in the future. It is not the end of violence. It is not the end of lawlessness, and it's not the end of disorder. But we have to make an effort in the United States. We have to make an effort to understand, to get beyond or go beyond these rather difficult times. Dedicate ourselves to what the Greeks wrote so many years ago, to tame the savageness of man and make gentle the life of this world. Let us dedicate ourselves to that and say a prayer for our country and for our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.